Welcome, everyone. We have a very special episode for you today, and it's gonna be our review of the announcement for the PlayStation State of Play and the Summer Game Fest.
All
And
right.
we have Jason here, as always. And yeah, we can't wait to discuss with you what was announced and our reaction. Jason, how you doing, man?
I'm good. I'm good. It's been a lot of announcement for the two events. I felt that there are a lot of things people might get interested, and I know you and me have different expectations and the things that we are looking forward to it, and maybe we can just deep dive into the announcements.
Excellent, excellent. Well, let's not waste any more time and get this show going. The PlayStation State of Play is the one that had their announcement first, so we're gonna start with that. And boy, did they kick off the show with a banger! The Wolverine by Insomniac. Jason, how did you
Yes.
feel about what was shown?
Uh, I felt it looks good. The graphic looks good, and uh, well, I never played the Marvel games like Spider-Man or things like a Batman Arkham Cities. So I'm not the target audience of this, but I can see the game looks good and it's definitely more
See if we can find the one that got away.
bloodier and violence than the
But
previous ones. And
nothing
I
really
can
came of
also
it.
see the controversial about the game trailer, which people might say that they
Nothing but industrial
intentionally make
bark.
Jim Gray look ugly, that kind of things. But other than that, I don't really have any comments on that game. I know it came out, it comes out very soon, in August, I think. Wait, no, it's not August. Soon,
September
but
15th, I
September.
think.
Yeah, September. Yeah. So I don't know. What do you think? Because you seems more into these kind of games.
Well, I'm definitely not going to hide it. I am a bigger comic book nerd, and this is a great addition to what was already a great lineup for Marvel's superhero game. They have quite a few, obviously, with Spider-Man, and I don't know if other people remember this, but they also had a Deadpool game back on the PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4. That game itself was really fun. It doesn't take itself very seriously. It's a hack and slash game. There's some depth to it if you really want to perform incredible combo chains, but there's not too much depth into it. But with the Wolverine, it looks like there's definitely some depth and some abilities that you can utilize. I'm very excited about the costumes we're gonna get with Wolverine because I'm pretty. I can't say I'm the biggest Wolverine fan, but I do like some of the comics that Wolverine gets himself to. Again, I don't know a lot of the X-Men history, but anything with Wolverine, I think I just really love. One of a mini series that Marvel did a few years ago, I believe, where they did a crossover with Wolverine versus the Predator, which is an amazing four-issue comic. People should check that out. But this game looks incredible, and yeah, I can't wait. It has Sabretooth, it has Omega Red, Jean Grey. I'm kind of hoping for some special guest characters. I don't know if I'm gonna ruin it for anybody, but I hope Dakin, who is Wolverine's son, will be in there, or at least mentioned. But if he doesn't, I'm not too worried about it. I hope Deadpool at least get mentioned. But again, not just steal the spotlight from Wolverine.
Not
And
not not
lastly,
Magneto.
some other X-Men. Well,
Yeah.
Magneto is more of a X-Men villain, but it would be cool if he gets mentioned. But like, perhaps maybe even Cyclops. Since we're incorporating some of the X-Men, I hope he gets mentioned as well. But yeah, overall, I'm very excited.
Interesting, interesting. I was also interested if you are a big comic fan who's also into the fighting games. Why are you not as hype as the people that about Marvel Token Fighting Souls?
Generally for a fighting game, it's there's not much depth. With these comic book story games, I really need to be engaged in the story. And coming from
Fair, fair,
a
yeah.
fighting game background, what with Guilty Gear and Dead or Alive, um, I played both of those games mainly for fighting games. And as much as plot that they try to give you, at the end of the day, they're just really not much for you to invest with. And as much as you want to main every fighting game character, you're gonna have your favorites, and you're gonna always keep practicing with your favorites, which doesn't really allow you to, try new things with other characters. I mean, fighting game in itself is a very long learning curve. Anybody who plays a fighting game or participate in tournaments can certainly give their two takes on this one. They'll back me up for sure, because the amount of practice that you have to the hours that you have to give yourself to a fighting game is tremendous. And you just I just don't have the patience like I did when I was younger.
That's a bummer because a lot of people were excited about the announcement of the Knights of Doom team. You know, Doctor Doom, Magneto, Carnage, and the Green Goblin. And there was still like a team left for waiting for announcement before its release. So I know a lot of people were excited about fighting games and the style that this game was produced. But yeah, um, after that, after the Marvel token, we have several of the games announced. I know that neither you or me were probably too interested about, so we'll just go through them quickly. We have Rayman Legends Retold, like a remake of the Rayman games, and then the Bencho, the basically the spin-off of the Dave the Diver,
Hmm.
like a cooking game or those chill games. And we have Kemuri Hunt of the Unseen, like Japanese style, also co-op, open world explore fighting games. We have one of your favorite, I guess, Tomb Raider, Legacy of the Atlantis. I believe it's a remake of the original game or previous or the games that already exist, isn't it?
Yeah,
Is it like
I
a remake?
believe it is. And it's a remake. And from what I researched, there's remaking the puzzles with a slightly different, and based on some of the gameplay, it looks like combat is going to be a little bit different. Basically, the main story, the structure of the story is still going to be the same, but the I guess the way they kind of move Lara around is going to be a little bit different. And I'm actually on the fence on this one, because while I do appreciate the graphics looks incredibly gorgeous, but at the same time, it's like I think it's really robbing an opportunity for a new exploration, if you will, for Lara. Now I know that they also have another game that is going to be coming out next year, but yeah, I just feel like with this one they're trying to reestablish the fan base, which again is much needed. It's much needed, and I think they're probably trying to balance it with the same time with the Tomb Raider TV show starring Sophie Turner. So, this might be a
Answer.
renaissance for Tomb Raider. Yeah, it might be a renaissance time for Tomb Raider fans.
Is this
You
the
know,
one where it have like a dinosaurs in there or something? Like
yes,
all the
it is the
aliens.
one that has the dinosaurs. Yep,
Yeah,
yep,
different time, huh? So,
yep.
after that we have the Lost Wild, which also involving something like a dinosaur. But this one you were running away from it or like escape the place with a bunch of dinosaurs. different tone, but looks cool. Looks cool. I noticed that the main character was model from the one of the YouTubers, so that's why I noticed this game or paid a little more attention to it. But it looks good.
It
But
does remind Yeah, it does remind me of Dino Crisis from
yeah,
Capcom.
yeah. It's different. It's a cool concept, but I believe it says it released on 2027, so it's still pretty far away. So
Yep.
yeah. And after that, we have Phantom Blade Zero, the Chinese games, which I honestly felt that they are over. What's the word? That like they span like many different games with the same style into it after the success of Black Myth Wukong. So it's all to me, it's all the same, like dark and then fightings, and then it just seems very repetitive, which we will be seeing similar stuff on the Summer Game Fest as well. So myself, I'm not too interested about it. So after that we have a Doom game. Uh, again, I'm not a big fan of the Doom franchise. Like I'm not hating them, I'm just not a fan. So maybe it didn't grab my attention about this. And after that, we have Dynasty Warrior 3, I believe the remaster, and I mean, bring back a lot of good memories. That's for sure. I believe the one I spend or we spend the most time of it. I believe it's Extreme Legends, where it's sort of a spin-off from this game, but it's the same gameplays and stuff. I mean, yeah, it got people excited. That's for sure. For me, not really. Maybe if it's on sales or something. Um, and then after that, we have No Rest for the Wicked. I believe there's something like a Souls-like element to it. Hard pass. And then the games people are waiting for, the sort of a remake of the classic Onimusha. I never played the original, so I don't know about you. So I understand its influential aspect and then its importance. Like if cast the real actor as the protagonist, that sort of things, and then Monster and Blades and soul ciphering stuff. Maybe not for me. And then
If
the
I
one,
remember correctly,
yeah,
Omni Musha, I believe, is made by Capcom.
yes,
And if you have played Neo, which is from Bandai, I believe, might have to fact check this, but again, it's a really interesting concept with mythology and whatnot, but kind of feel like the market is a bit oversaturated with these kind of games. You
yes,
know, strong swordsmen had to fight either very large monsters or other skilled swordsmen, and
with mega power, that kind of thing. Yeah,
exactly. And while I think that may intrigue a lot of people, it's also the same concept of like Ghost of Tsushima and the second Ghost of Tsushima. You know,
and then
it's
Sekiro, and then all this.
yeah.
They all
So I
looks the
mean,
same. Yeah.
essentially it is, and I actually just finished playing Like a Dragon Ishin,
Mm-hmm.
which was a super requested game that the fan requested the studio to bring over to the West, because for the longest time it was exclusive to Japan. And
Yeah.
when they finally brought it over, it didn't do that well. I mean, the people that love the series definitely thought it was terrific.
Yeah.
But as a longtime fan myself of Yakuza or Like a Dragon series, I gotta say it wore me down. You know, the initial part of it was really, really fun. Then the grind to become really strong and obtain better weapons was incredibly draining. It literally became like a part-time job to find the materials, the components, farming for money in order to craft the sword. And then
Y-
once you craft the sword, you have no money. So now you
Yeah.
gotta farm some more to make more money and then gather more materials for the better armor. And some people do like that. Some gamers absolutely love these kind of like I put in
Completionist.
the hours.
Yeah.
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 You put in the hours and then you build the better weapons and better armor and whatnot. And God bless you. If you have that much time, then God bless you. But
It's
I
yeah.
I w- mainly play for the story and indulge in some of the side quests for like entertainment purposes. But yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely the problem or the issue for modern, basically open world games. Like also like FOMO element. You know, people fear of missing out the side quests or side stories, that kind of thing. I totally understand that because I'm currently replaying, well, not replaying, playing the Horizon Zero Dawn remaster games, and like I said, I played it, I finished it before when this was on PS3 or PS4, PS4. It was a good game, but I still remember all those basically fetch quests or errand, run errand quests, and I still remember all those things. And then I'm currently, I believe, two or three main quests away from either reaching to the end, or basically like 90 something percent before the final fight, that kind of stuff. And and like it's shocking that the game is very short if you just beeline it, go straight with the story, instead of go to the side quest thing. So I felt that they were trying to patch out the map, or try to basically try to increase the game time for you, because the main story was it couldn't stretch too long or something like that. So it's an issue uh which a lot of people were having towards the FF7 Rebirth, which we will talk about it later. But yeah,
Yep.
this also, I believe Onimusha was the like, even it was the franchise that sort of invented, or basically invented this style. The like it took them too long to have like a sequel or something to continue the hype, where the market was already dominated by Neo
So many
or
other
Sekiro.
variation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's very much for nostalgic people who have good memories about the old game. So maybe we see because it come out in September, relatively soon. So we'll see how you do.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. After that one, it's the announcement of the Silent Hill Townfall. They have like a story trailer for that, which the story take place in Europe, Scotland, and I was listen to some of the YouTubers or podcast people I follow, and basically sort of know the hidden trauma or the key stuff around this story. So, but yeah, what do you think about Townfall?
Well, I think it's definitely one of those situations where it's very similar to how some people feel about Silent Hill F. And I think
Yeah,
perhaps maybe
who might
down the line we're
complain?
we're gonna have maybe we should really do an episode about what you and I think Silent Hill should be. It's definitely an idea that is worth discussing. Many YouTubers that I know have discussed it, so I won't get too deep into this one. But again, it's a nice concept, and I
Yeah,
love the fact that they are definitely taking the IP in a very different direction. But again, I feel like this in some way is gonna be like a Resident Evil thing that is basically a dimensional nightmare world that you can't really escape from. It's something that if you have trauma, you're easily slip into,
yeah.
either
Um,
by drugs or by something unnatural. But so far it's only the story trailer, so I'm not gonna judge it too much. I would prefer to see a lot more gameplay and like puzzles, that kind of stuff, I guess. I mean, some of it shows very briefly, but I still feel like with Silent Hill, it really is the journey. The story you unravel and uncover as you play it, but it really is the journey that counts.
Yeah, definitely. I also felt good and bad about this. I felt good because the like Silent Hill, it as a franchise, it shouldn't be bound by the location Silent Hill. It needs like a the story needs to explore elsewhere, to have like a more potential to develop the stories. But I don't like the. I mean, for the time being, I don't like the story where as long as someone have like a trauma, it ties to Silent Hill. I mean, it has to have some link to it. I mean, in Silent Hill F, a lot of people complaining about it doesn't have anything to do with Silent Hill. As a matter of fact, it is. It's just very underneath.
Subtle,
Yeah, it's
very
like
subtle.
about the flower, or about the white flower, or about the red pills, and things like that. This one, uh, honestly, I heard from other podcaster or something like it. It was some sort of ties to some real events happen in Scotland, so it already has like a premise there. I just don't know how they're gonna tie it to Silent Hill lores, but yeah, and the game looks kind of odd for me because it brings back the memory of me playing Homecoming. This should definitely better than Homecoming, but the vibe and the vibe and the elements, the environment looks similar. So I don't know about that. I probably will give it a go. But I'm very uh, judgmental about this game. But we'll see how we do, I guess.
Yeah, definitely.
And after that, we have the Ace Combat 8. Not my type of games, but it looks good. The promotional trailer looks also hype. But this one's Ace Combat 8, I believe. So it's definitely for the old game, the fans.
Yeah, if you
Stuntman
weren't part of
Hollywood,
the
they have
first seven.
also have a lot of nostalgic elements where they have Knight Rider and Back to the Future, the stuff. So maybe it looks good. Excuse me. And then a story, the game about the uh, ill. That's the name. It's still very fuzzy about it because there's a lot of blood and violence and gunshots and stuff. I don't know. Isn't this the one that reminds me of Metal Gear Solid 5, where you woke up and then from a coma and wait, isn't it? Wasn't it? Anyway, yeah, this was it. The woke up from a coma and then there people try to kill you. That kind of stuff. Very similar to Metal Gear Solid 5. 5? Yes, Phantom Pain. Uh, and then we have the trailer for Control 2, Resonant. Um, I tried Control 1 when it was on the PlayStation Plus thingy. Uh, not my again, not my thing. I played it for like an hour or two. The lack of story kind of annoys me, so I drop it. Have you
Well, I
tried
played the
Control?
I p- I played the counterpart. I play Alan Wake.
I can't hear you.
Technical difficulty. I was saying that I played the control counterpart. I guess called Alan Wake, and that in itself is okay, but it definitely got a little bit tedious at the end for me for Alan Wake. Still a great concept, but yeah.
I mean, a lot of people are excited about this, so it definitely is working right for some people. But yeah.
Definitely have its audience. Yep.
Uh, After that, we have the trailer for Marathon. I thought the game died already, but I don't think a lot of people were very excited about this. And then next one, it's a RuneScape. Never played it, so
Nope. Not
it's a
not
very
within my wheelhouse. Yeah.
it's a very old game, but yeah. And then there are some of games that quickly announced, including like Onimusha game or like the on console or on the handheld or something. And then there's an announcement for Until Dawn 2. Until Dawn 1 is very good. It's the
Yes. Yes,
game
it
that
is.
this game that make the developers of Supermassive games put them into on the map. Although I heard all the games that they produced after that were very mediocre to bad reviews.
Yes,
So
they were. I played one of them. Yep. They were
which
pretty
one? Which
bad.
one you play? Corey?
The very first one where they were on the ship.
Something, Madame. Uh,
Yes.
yeah. I heard I saw people play the whole thing of the curry. Um, it's the best one they made after Until Dawn, and it's still very mediocre. I believe the problem is the writing. There's sort of kind of similar issues with the Telltales, where they want to rush out a lot of projects, and then the writing qualities just went down.
Yeah,
Uh,
definitely.
yeah, this one
Yep.
it looks good. It reminds me of the Knives Out too, where the story setting was in like an island and then tropical vacation spot where and then something happens. And in this one, I believe the only popular actors or voice actors involving was that guy Neil. Uh, other than him, I don't know any other popular or recognizable actors in this one. Where Until Dawn, you have Hayden Panettiere, whatever, her, and
Yep.
several
Remy
others.
Malik.
Yeah. And the guy play the guy who also in the Agents of Shields. But yeah, it's very recognizable faces. This one, I don't know if it's the style of the trailer or something. A lot of quick cutscenes, or you don't really get to see their faces or features, I guess. But
Yeah.
I mean, it's a type of game that you don't really want to play yourself, but you want to see people play it. So that kind of things. But yeah, it's a release on 2027, so it's still a long time from it. And then we have
Definitely.
we definitely reached the spotlight of the state of play, which was God of War, Laufey. Uh,
Yes.
the big controversy about it is the main character
The
being
cube. No.
yeah main character being the woman, and then the cube, which I believe was voiced by the guy in The Boys, Hugh, the main character in The Boys, the TV
Hmm.
show. So I mean, I when I initially watched the trailer, I I didn't have the closed caption on, so I don't know what the mythology or something they borrow from. It seems like it borrowed from a lot of stuff. Like it definitely has the Irish Celtic style, and it has, and when the monster or the soldiers walk by, they say something in Mongolian language, and the Laufey name, I believe, is also still from the Nordic mythology, something to do with Loki, right? So I don't know what the story or what path this one goes. I don't really have a problem with the main character being a woman. Uh, Although a lot of people saying the they made the woman look ugly compared to the real actress model from this. But yeah, I don't really have an issue about this one. But I'm not very excited about the game either because I never played the Ragnarok and the remake of the God of War. I'm very much more interested in the classic original trilogy.
That's
Uh,
true.
yeah,
I was very much in love with the original three God of Wars, but I think when they started taking it to,
not original
you
6.
know, the six,
You don't count the PSP version games.
I mean, they were fun, but they were very loosely tied. And again, this kind of goes back to the concept that we talked about here and there. When an IP grows so much and it has to come out on either different platforms and tell like a kind of a spin-off tale or something, how do you keep the core element of what made the originals so fun that by the time you get down to, like, if we're really counting God of War, like each game that comes out, this is probably like the seventh or eighth, somewhere around that number.
No, I believe it's 9th or 10th. If you count the
Ninth or
little
10?
side scroll games, they'll be the 10th because
Yeah.
this already have original 6, right? And this one's the third one in the new remake, right? 2018, and then Ragnarok, and then this. So it's 9th one.
Yeah. So, I mean, God of War is hack and slash game with the abilities of upgrading. It's nothing that hasn't been introduced before. So, a lot of the, I guess, interest for players really relies on the plot. Now, judging by what the trailer have shown, it looks like Kratos' wife, and he has
Second wife. Second wife.
second wife, if you will, man of the people. Uh,
Damn. Well, he killed his first wife, remember? So
you're right. And oh, spoiler. No. The what it is Laufey basically undergoes her journey in the what's known as the underworld of the gods. And again, it's basically a very open window for them to introduce whatever they want to introduce. There's no direction of limiting, oh, we're strictly going on Egyptian folklore or strictly on Nordic or Chinese. So I think a lot of it can come into play. But then at the same time, it's like, well, at this point, it's like anything goes, as long as there's mythology or beast or like strong heroes or god that Kratos or Laufey can go up against, then there's always a tangent of the story that can build. But from what I understand, Laufey's journey in this upcoming game looks like she basically has to help Kratos and, I guess, Loki or Kratos' son, to like, it helps them in their journey from what I understand. But again, I think I fell off a bit favor with God of War when they started to take on the new direction. So I mean, if you're a hardcore God of War fans, I mean, this is for you, but I think I've checked out when they left the Greek mythology.
really, that's unfortunate, I guess. But yeah, I believe that concludes the state of play